New Year's Honours List. Her name is Teresa Scott, and she runs an organisation which helps people into work who have health conditions and disabilities. And over the last 11 years, Teresa has helped more than 100,000 people, including 47-year-old Dawn Cothay from Swarcliffe. Dawn has osteoarthritis, and Tim Daly went to meet her.
I think it's really good. I mean, what they did for me, let alone how many others have helped, I think it's well deserved.
What's your life like now as a result of being steered towards this organisation? I mean, you live in a relatively nice part of Leeds, you've got a lovely home, but I imagine, was that a little bit claustrophobic at one point?
It was very claustrophobic. These 4 walls were my home, other than obviously monotonous. And it's amazing that when you're not using your brain, you can't put words together. They disappear, whereas now I'm a lot more sociable. I can talk to anybody, I can be outside and I can have a conversation, and it really has, my confidence level is so much more. The employer that I've got really helps because he's so understanding. There's days where I actually can't get out of bed, but he is, if you can't do it today, do another day. So he's really good. And what also Kennedy Scott also did for me is I need specialist equipment for where I work. So I need a chair that is made for me. It can't be adjusted by anybody. Nobody's allowed to touch it. Dawn's chair. Also a table that rises so that if I need to stand, I can stand. They did all that. I would have never known where to go to get any of that if I hadn't been with Kennedy Scott.
What about that issue of also earning money, getting a paycheck each month from a result of doing a job? How does that make you feel?
It makes me feel fantastic. I'm not relying on my parents or other people. You know, if I didn't have any money and I needed a bill paying or food, I can now actually physically manage myself. I run the house myself. It gives me another purpose other than being Dawn with the stick.
So this OBE, given to the founder of this organisation, good thing.
Absolutely. Well deserved. Well deserved.
Dawn Cothay from Swarcliffe. Now, she was praising the work of Teresa Scott. Now, Teresa Scott, OBE, from Kennedy Scott, the organisation which has been working for 28 years to get people like Dawn back into work. And Teresa is with us. Good morning and congratulations on your award.
Thank you very much. It was lovely to hear Dawn telling her story, because that's what it's all about.
There are so many stories such as Dawn's over the years that you have had. Where did this idea come from, Teresa?
I think it evolved. We started off running some YCS schemes. We then went into supporting people that were unemployed generally, mainly in London and South East. But it's only the last 2 years that we have been a national company, and we have a fantastic manager, Sam Scoos, working up in the Leeds area. She would have come into contact with Dawn. Her team have worked tirelessly to find the right niche for these people, because everybody can work. I mean, I'm really convinced that everybody can make a contribution if they want to, and if they're able to and they get the right support, if you find the right niche for them and the right employer. And this employer has been fantastic. They've been very supportive. They've made small adaptations to the workforce, and they've got a really loyal, great member of staff now.
How easy or not is it, not necessarily to help someone like Dawn, but to find the right employer with the right mindset and the will, if you like, to accommodate someone with those needs? The match, I understand, once you've got the employer, fantastic, but it's finding the employer. Is that hard?
Yeah, it's not as hard as I think people think it might be these days. I think there is a diminishing pool of staff for people to recruit from now, and they're having to spread a much wider net, be a bit more flexible on sort of things they do, like hours and letting people work from home and supporting them in some way. So it hasn't been as hard in the last few years as people may think. And we also support the employers. We can give them advice on the sorts of things they might need to do. We support the relationship throughout the first year. So if we have one of our customers who goes into an employer, we can support both of them in that relationship. And that's been hugely beneficial to both sides. We've had employers come back and say, this is fantastic, we'll take more staff from you if you have anybody else in the area. And it's worked very well, really. But it's all about support and advice on both sides.
Now, you deliver the Department of Work and Pensions prime contract for, it's called Specialist Employability Support. Basically, it's what you have been describing. So
Yeah.
Do I assume these schemes are government supported with money?
They are government supported, yes. The way we deliver it is entirely up to us. We deliver it in a very unique way. We call our delivery model the circle of support because we like to wrap the circle of support around a customer so that they can sustain past the end of the contract. I think sometimes in the past, when the funding has run out at the end of a contract, then support has gone and the individual's back to square one. But with this contract, we actually make sure we've got a circle of support around that customer that will continue when we're not there anymore. And that has been really unique and groundbreaking in that field.
Congratulations on your OBE and to the organisation, Teresa. It's
Thank
good
you
to
so
speak
much.
to you. Thank you. Teresa Scott, OBE, from Kennedy Scott. And you heard Dawn Coffey from Swarcliffe and her story. And her life completely and utterly changed because of the support from that organisation about getting back into the workplace. Morning from the breakfast team. I'm Liz.